1 Peter 1:24 and 25. Dioti passa sarx hos cortas, kai passa daxa autes hos anthros cortu. Exeranthe ha cortas, kai ta anthos exepisen. Verse 25. Ta de rema curiu mene es ton iona. Tuta de esten ta rema ta euangelisten es humas. Okay, the translation here, this is a quote from the Old Testament, and we would translate it, and let me get my yellow marker here. Be able to find it. Here we go. Okay, so we have 4. All flesh is like grass or as grass, and all of its glory is as a flower of grass. Now, you notice that you have to insert the implied verb of being there. Okay, so pick up your subject. The grass withers. Now notice that that's an aorist. We wouldn't say the grass withered. This is a nomic aorist. So even though it's an aorist form, you see the theta eta, we give it a present translation because it's a truth and that will always be so. and the flower falls off. You'll notice that's also an aorist active indicative. We translate it with a present. But the word of the Lord abides into eternity. This is the word, and this is the word which was proclaimed, aorist, was proclaimed to you. All right, so let's go ahead and figure out these how these verbs break down. Let's see, verse 24. Okay, exeranthe is from exerino, and I'm going to go ahead and give that a blue. This is an active, aorist passive indicative, third singular. So we begin with the augment, and then we add the stem, which is exra. Now the iota, this iota drops out. That iota is only used in the present tense. Okay, so that drops out, and you can see this in the Brooks-Winberry morphology. They talk about this. The iota drops out, then you have the new, and then you put your theta, eta ending, and that's how you get exeranthe. Okay, the next one is exepisen, which is aorist active indicative, third singular. So now notice that this kappa becomes a xi. And the reason it does that is you have the kappa that comes before the augment, which is now a vowel, so it's got to go to xi. It's just easier to pronounce. So the kappa goes to xi, so xa, and then add in your stem. Okay, it's actually a second aorist stem. So now how would you know how to get this? If you look in your principal parts list, in the third principal part, you'll find the aorist stem given for you there. Then you put your case ending, and also the tau before a sigma is influenced, the tau turning into that sigma is influenced from the future form. You see, if you look in your principal parts, you'll see that. So that's where that comes from. A little more complicated on that one, but I think you can get it. Now, Eston, I think you're okay on that. Let's go to our next verb, which, oh, oops, it moved on me. Okay, well, it's right here. Okay, euangelisten. We have here an aorist passive participle, nominative, neuter, singular, and we're going to build it off this this euangelis. Okay, now let's see what we've got going here. Actually, I did not copy that properly. Let me just erase that and redo this for you. The present form is the lexical form, euangel id zo. Okay? So how do we get to this form right here? Well, you take the euangelis, now, why does it go to sigma? Well, it goes to sigma because you have this zeta, and that zeta is coming before a sigma. That's going to, this dental is going to change to a sigma. So this zeta has changed to this sigma. See that? Then, once that sigma changes, it's a simple process to simply add your theta epsilon, which is your participle morpheme or your participle marker, and then the case ending. Okay, that's those two verses.